Hey folks, this is Matt with Zulu Bravo. I wanted to shoot a quick video and talk about some different clinch picks and clinch pick modifications. I happen to have several examples in my shop right now, so it's the perfect time to do this. I've gotten some different questions about the different clinch pick generations and how the modifications that I do compare. So this is a Gen 1 clinch pick. This was designed by Craig Douglas and is intended as a small fixed blade that can be accessed and used in an entangled fight. This is commonly referred to as a China pick. It is the clinch pick made in China. It has this short, bulbous, egg-shaped handle. And the reason for that is so that even though the handle is short, you can achieve a full hand-filling grip, and it does that. The problem is that due to the particular shape, the knife can actually be twisted in the hand fairly easily. In addition, when you go to try and grab this quickly, it can be difficult to orient it properly in the hand, where the spine is aligned. And so what you end up with is sometimes you can end up with a knife that's grabbed this way or, here. It's just that roundness can make it difficult or challenging to really orient the knife properly on the draw. So this is the version 2 of the China pick that came out recently. The handles have this checkering on it, similar to what Bantang is doing on the custom clinch picks. And the handles have been flattened somewhat. Let's compare the version 1 on the left, version 2 on the right. You can see that version 2, not only does it provide some texturing, but it is, orient that with the camera, it is just a little bit flatter. So it does add quite a bit of grip, there where the fingers are going to hit and against the palm. And the slight flattening, it does help somewhat, but you can see I can still twist the knife in the hand without too much difficulty. It does help with indexing. And so that brings us to this third clinch pick. This is a version 1 China pick that I modified the handle to. Ian Wint of Special Circumstances, Inc. I have a previous video about some of the work that he does. Originally took clinch picks and flattened them and textured them. A while back, he started slowing way down on making knives and doing as much knife work. And so I talked to him, and with his blessing, I now offer this same handle flattening and texturing. And this has a few benefits. It provides a lot of grip. It helps for indexing because it's much easier to have the edge oriented properly so that the spine is in line with the knuckles. And it dramatically reduces the ability to twist the knife in the hand. I mean, you might be able to do just a little bit, but it is a massive change. So, how much change is that over the version 2? Well, you can see there, it is substantially thinner. Let's go ahead and line up these different generations here. So again, we've got version 1 on the left, version 2 here in the middle, and then my flattened. You can see version 1 versus version 2, versus version 1 versus my flattened and textured one, and then version 2 compared to my flattened and textured one. So how do they compare? Well, obviously version 2 and my modified are much easier to index properly in the hand and to minimize twisting. The version 2 is an improvement over the version 1 when it comes to grip security and indexing and minimizing that rotation. It is an improvement. However, in my opinion, it is not as effective as handle modifications that I offer. If this is something that you're interested in, I charge $40 to texture the handle. Leave the bulbous shape if you like that, but just to texture it. And I charge $50 to flatten the scales and to texture them. They still have enough thickness that they'll be hand filling. You know, I mean, the knife's not going to pull out of your hand. It's staying put. But this is a massive improvement in the grip security and ergonomics and functionality of the Clinch Pick. Just for comparison's sake, I have a fourth example here. This is a China pick that I reground. This is actually the very first knife that I reground. I haven't mic'd these, but I would guess, just feeling it, that the China picks are around 35 thousandths behind the edge. This, I took it to a high hollow grind, and this is now 18 thousandths behind the edge. So what that means is I have thinned the primary bevel here to create a thinner blade, a thinner edge that will cut much more effectively. And on this example, I actually rescaled it with black linen micarta and did that same texturing. So you can see these two have that flattened and textured scales. So hopefully that's helpful for those of you who have been looking at these and considering, is this something I want to have done? You know, there's nothing wrong with version 1. Version 2 does help to address some of the issues, but Clinch picks, they really benefit from both an aftermarket sheath and from some handle work. So if this is something that you're interested in, I can be reached via my website, ZuluBravoKydex.com. And if this is something that I can help you with, like I said, it's a service I provide regularly, and I've done tons of Clinch picks at this point. So if it's something that you would like to have done, go ahead and reach out, and I'll be happy to hook you up. As always, stay dangerous.